Well, here runs the Eurobandit once again, and today I'm gonna show how to replace a belt on a 1970s Pioneer record player. Not on this one, because it's a direct drive model, and it's my personal one. I gotta change the belt on this particular model. It's the PL1112D belt drive stereo turntable. Before I go ahead and replace the belt, I'm gonna explain you some things about this particular record player, because as you've noticed, it does not look to be original, because it's supposed to have wood grain. Well, this model did not have a true wood veneer, but it rather had a fake wood grain vinyl or plastic wrap, as a lot of these mid-end models do have. There was the typical problem, it wasn't really peeling off, but on the bottom it did look very bad. This thing isn't mine, I'm just servicing it and they need to go back to its owner. Well, I didn't have any wood grain wrap at home, but I only had this carbon fiber wrap, which looks quite alright. And I've asked the owner if I should wrap it in carbon fiber or get some wood grain wrap, and he actually said that I should go ahead and wrap it in carbon fiber, and that's what I basically did. Pretty much all stickers are saved, apart from the typical green Pioneer sticker that said that it passed inspection. The cover itself has seen better days, but regardless, I did clean it properly and I've waxed it to give it a better shine, and it certainly improved it a lot. So anyway, now I'm gonna show you how to replace the belt on one of these 1970s Pioneer belt drive turntables. It should be the same on all their models, and I'm sure that it's the same on many other turntables that are belt driven. If the dust cover, you can also remove it if you want, that's up to you, but it's not really necessary. And you lift off this rubber cover for the player, including this decorative ring, which is only there for the looks. It makes it look better when there's no record on it. Here's the player itself, and you should be able to see the belt, but as you can see there's no belt on it. And now I did take this player off previously, so it should come right off, but there's a common problem with these record players. The player might be stuck. There's no screw or anything else holding it in place. It should lift right off, but if it's stuck, a lot of people suggest you to tap on the spindle, but that's a big no-no, because you might damage it or bend it, and that's not a good thing. The easiest way I found that actually works perfectly is WD-40. Now what you simply want to do is squirt a bit of WD-40 around the spindle, then you can try to lift it up and wiggle it while you lift it up at the same time. Player should lift right up, just as it did now. You don't have to worry about anything, because WD-40 doesn't damage electronics. You just take a paper towel and wipe off all the excess WD-40. This is the underside of the player. You might have residue of deteriorated belt on the player itself, because the belt goes right in here. This one's clean, I don't need to do anything. But if you have deteriorated belt on the player and it's very sticky and disgusting, you can gently pick it up with either a toothpick, or you can use a flathead screwdriver, but be careful with that, you don't want to scratch it. And most of it will come off, and the rest of the residue you can easily clean off with some isopropyl alcohol and a paper towel. And this is the new belt. You can find these on many websites, including eBay and whatnot. You can pretty much search for your model name and you should be able to find the correct belt. However, I'm gonna measure the belt for you. Usually the sellers don't tell you the size of the belt, because I'm sure they don't want you to buy cheaper universal belts. Now the length of this belt is approximately 30 centimeters. The width is around 5 millimeters and the thickness around 0.70 millimeters. But the thickness isn't really that important. And the belt is on a player, as you can see. This is the shafter motor and this is the belt guide, and that's for the speed selection. 33 or 45 RPM, maybe even 78 if your record player has that. So what it does is it basically moves this lever up and down for 45 and up for 33, because as you can see this motor shaft is a bit thicker on the lower side. When you put the player back, you basically look for the spindle in the center hole, make sure it goes in right. You do not want to push it down. Once the spindle comes out of the hole, you basically let it sit on its own weight. You don't have to push it down. Now through these openings you can pretty much see the belt guide. Now what you need to do is spin it until you see the shaft of the motor. Get a toothpick or something that can pick the belt. Now before you pull the belt on the motor shaft, you want to select the speed to 45 RPM. That way the belt guide itself will go down, and you basically take your toothpick or whatever tool you find useful. I use a precision screwdriver and just pull the belt, and goes right around the motor like this and just around the player. It's very simple. Now you need two hands to do that, but what you then do is simply move it away, while with your other hand you select 33 RPM so the belt guide will go up. Alright, so it's now in its place and this is how it should look like. Alright, so now it's all back together, as you can see, and now it's pretty much the moment of truth. Will it spin or will it not spin? Well, let's find out. And it sure does, as you can clearly see. Spins beautifully. And it works great, both on 33 and 45. Hope you liked this video. If you did, why not? Thumbs up, check out my videos, and if you like what I'm doing, I'll subscribe, and I will definitely see you next time. Cheers!